jumping in with our coverage here on the road in Mooresville. Mooresville was founded in 1818, and to put that in some historical perspective, Alabama became a state in 1819.
That means Mooresville is older than
Yes.
the state of Alabama, which is really kind of incredible. And it's really even more incredible than that is how the history has really stood the test of time here in town. Soon after its inception, the town was established as a mail route between Florence and Huntsville. Now the entire town is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and is one of the state's most important and intact villages.
And there are only 24 homes here in this town, and trust us when we say that no one understands this place better than the residents, and no one loves to talk about it more than the residents. They're part of living history. This is passed down through generations. They jump at any chance to talk about the town and the place that they call home.
Yeah, our Carolyn Kimball recently got a chance to go on one of the tourist opportunities here. So many. She's joining us now with more on how people can get involved and come out and take a look around at what they have here in Mooresville, Carolyn.
Well, Ben, Greg, you'd be amazed at the sights and stories packed into a town smaller than 1 square mile. And you'll get to experience the very best of it on one of Mooresville's walking tours.
We're going to go ahead and get started. We love our town. We love talking about our town, but we also love supporting it, and you guys are making that happen today.
Laura Brown knows Mooresville. As a resident, history buff, and tour guide, she has a story for every pasture, street, and home.
We want it to be interactive. We want people to feel comfortable asking questions.
The town hosts walking tours several times a year.
We have 1818 Farms Cottage over here. We also have a bakery antique store.
Each has a different theme, from ghost stories on their spooky Halloween tour to exploring the town's master gardens.
We're going to open up these private gardens, and people are going to be able to come in.
To delving into Mooresville's history as a movie set.
This is where one of my favorite stories that I have learned about this movie took place. There's a brick house at the end of the street.
There's a little something for everyone, and the whole tour is family friendly.
You just walk around and just think of all the stuff that happened here. You know, there's churches here that 2 presidents preached in, and get some exercise.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place for pictures.
But maintaining Mooresville's historic structures isn't cheap.
Y'all having fun? Yeah.
These tours are an important source of funding for the town.
Our budget in town is pretty meager, and it keeps the lights on and sprays for mosquitoes.
Mooresville is a little town with a lot to talk about. Along the 1.5-hour-long tour, you'll stop at the historic post office.
We walk to the post office to get our mail, and this is where community happens. This is where people connect and they see each other, and I feel like it has a very fascinating history.
The Stagecoach Inn and Tavern, the Old Brick Church, and the oldest Church of Christ in Alabama are also stops along the way. Brown will tell you firsthand, a town more than 200 years old has a lot of stories.
This post office, in my opinion, that this is the heart of Mooresville. People find the history fascinating, but I feel like people really come alive when I talk about what life is really like here, because it's so unique and it's so different than living in other places. You know, we have a sense of community that I just don't feel like exists hardly anywhere else. And I think that that's one of the things that makes it so special here. And so when I describe that and when I talk about that, I feel like that taps into something special that many of us yearn for.
Jan Howell's late husband was a background actor in a movie filmed in Mooresville. She visits the town often with her daughter, and they say it holds a special meaning.
Historic, original. That's what
You need so a place you don't, like I said, the whole town's on the historic register, so you don't find that many places. Every inch of the town is on it, and they keep it looking like it should be.
Mooresville's tours are put on by volunteers. Brown says it's truly a labor of love, because to her, Mooresville is more than just home, and she loves getting to share that with other people.
I feel like I'm on a different planet. I feel like I'm in just a different world. And so I think people are just aware of like, wow, I'm somewhere different. They get here and it's just this awe of history. But it's none of this is fake. You know, this is all genuine lives that we're living here. So I think people are fascinated, number one, with the history, but I really think what people are most interested in are the people.
We have a link on our website where you can view more upcoming walking tours.